man. BWB, bandwagon bus. Shout out to BWB, man, you know what I'm saying? Bandwagon bus, you heard me? Shout out to bandwagon bus. Thank y'all for coming. BWB, baby. Shout out to TOP Sports Club, baby.
You just got done with your assessments, your measurements. How'd the process go?
Pretty smooth, you know, it went by pretty fast. You know, them boys show love, so ready to get out of here, go see what my apartment looking like.
Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs. What it is, what it does, and what is gonna be. It's your man's Harry Billion. Buff Nation, I want to say welcome to the Liberian Perspective. Family, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. You remember, you got to comment for the algorithm to push the video out. And don't forget, BWB Bandwagon Buff merch is available. You can rep the most excited, the most informed, the most educated, the least delusional fan base there is in all of college football. It's BWB, Bandwagon Buffs. That's right. We got to get into this video right now. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. So I had to show you this video. I want to say shout out to Uncle Neely and the PreGameShow for this video. I had to bring you this video because this video is now showing the dogs are in the house. This is what I want to point out about these guys. This is going to sound a little cliche, right? Because we expect to hear these type of things. We expect to say these type of things. Either way it went, we were going to say something like this. Something about these guys look different. There's something about these dogs, these players that look different. I'm not here to throw the previous players under the bus, but I'm just here to tell you that it's just something about these players that just looks and feels different as you look at them. You got Xavier Weaver, you got Jacob Page. I feel like I see hunger in the eyes of these players. I see a sense of urgency. I feel like they've heard the message and they've heard it loud and clear, and they're here to get the job done. These kids are not here to play around. See, I grew up in different parts of the United States. I grew up in mostly well-to-do places like Montgomery County, Prince George's County. Those are counties with money. Those are places where you had to have some money to be there, or they're considered to be places where people that have some money, the middle class or the little upper middle class, live. And then I've grew up in different places, projects in like North Carolina, like the Claremont Court projects, other projects that I've lived in Boston, that I've actually frequented, Trenton, New Jersey, just places that didn't feel the same as Montgomery County or Prince George's County, depending on where you were in PG County. So I've lived among white guys and black guys in different shades and colors. The white guys in Montgomery County look a little different from the white guys that lived in PG County. Follow me, guys. I'm trying to say something here. The black guys that lived in PG County or in Montgomery County, they looked different. You can tell. The feeling was different. I'm saying this to say that when I'm looking at these kids, they look different. They remind me of the dogs that lived in certain places that I've lived. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is these boys look like they're hungry. They have a different feel to them. They have a different vibe to them. You know, some of these kids look like what Coach Prime was trying to describe. Like somebody who wants it. I'm not trying to discriminate here. I'm just saying they look like somebody who wants something from their opportunity. Not to say the other kids didn't want it, but I'm just saying something about when I'm looking at these kids, I just get a different kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a different kind of vibe. I get a hunger vibe. I get a sense of urgency type vibe. I get They've seen the videos. They've seen everything play out. They've seen all of the media stuff that we've talked about and the excitement that was in the locker room. And they've seen all of that. And then they've seen all of the detractors, the people in the media talk about all of these kids have gone or they left. And I feel like they took that to heart. I feel like they're coming in with that knowledge, not wanting to be labeled a certain way, not wanting to be called weak or soft, or he can't play. What I'm saying is these kids watch all of these videos that we put out. These kids have phones and they have social media. They have YouTube and TikTok and Twitter. All of these things, they have them. So when we put these videos out, when you see a video that says like 1,200 views or 2,000, 4,000 views, it's not just fans watching these videos. These kids are amongst the viewership of these videos that we put out. And they've heard the words that we've had to say about the other kids. And something tells me that these kids don't want to be labeled what some of us have been labeling these other kids. They go into the comments and they read the comments and they hear the things that a lot of the people are saying. And something tells me that these kids right here, as they're getting measured, as they're getting their measurements taken, I feel like they come with a sense of, I ain't trying to be labeled that thing that they call those other guys. Some of these kids are on their last semester or they're in their last year of eligibility. And they're going to give it everything they got, like Xavier Weaver says in this video. So I feel like something real is about to happen. See, the real lesson is about to happen now. There's no more excuses. Everybody's here that wants to be here. The transfer portal has rules. You can't just jump into the transfer portal and jump right back in. There are rules to this. And there's levels to this. If you want to sit out and you don't want to play for another year, you can transfer twice. But there is a one transfer rule. Fear not. These kids are not about to be jumping back into the transfer portal because there are rules to this. But I feel like they want to be here. I feel like they chose Coach Prime and they chose the University of Colorado. So here they are, getting their measurements taken. They're smiling. They're starting to bond. They're starting to learn the names of other players, where they're from, what type of food they like. They're starting to feel each other out. As the coaches take their measurements and they do different things and they're trying to make sure medical records and everything is all good, these kids are taking this thing personal. That's why I feel like something's different. I know it sounds cliche to say that because that was going to be the obvious thing that we said, but it feels different. It feels like it's a new day. These are some dogs that want to be here. We're not worried about the max exodus no more. We're not worried about the haters who say, oh, nobody wants to play for Coach Prime no more. We're not hearing none of that no more. We witnessed one of the most cinematic, one of the most creative, one of the most epic ways to commit to a university. Something that's supposed to be a simple process where you get a graphic and says, hey, you're here. Congratulations. Now get to work. Coach Prime didn't do that. He rolled out the red carpet for his son, Shiloh. The dogs are here. They know what the expectations are and they're coming to play. And I feel like what Coach Prime said in that interview or in that press conference, the kids that will be on that field at TCU would not be the same kids. And he was right. So now they're here and they want to be here. And it feels good. It feels right. And it feels like we're going to give a lot of teams a lot of problems this coming season. 2023, Colorado football, Buff football, Buffalo's football is going to look different. It's going to feel different. Real soon, people are going to stop talking about that 1-11, and they're going to start thinking it could be possible that we go 11-1 and flip the narrative. I'm not saying it's going to be that way. I'm just saying it feels that way. We want to be cautious. But we don't want to forget to celebrate what's about to go on. Because if you're too cautious, then it seems like you're doubting. But if you say too much, it seems like you're being too positive. Well, I don't know what's going to happen this season. I'm just having faith and I'm hoping that everything plays out and everything plays out correctly. But these kids didn't look like football players. And I think that our chances are looking really good. So you know what? I just wanted to show you that what we're talking about, the celebrations and the things that we're doing, it's real. The hype is there. The hype is real. But the football and the players are also real. Guys, you know who I am. I'm Harry B. And that right there was the Liberian Perspective. TLP Sports Club.